Yeah, during that 12 months, that's when I guess I learnt a lot of buskers that I met around the place. Other friends who I met that were guitar players. Just taught myself to play off what these guys were playing and learnt from them.
And name me one then, one busker. I'm maybe from London or from...
No one that you would know. But
no,
it was I met some guys in Rome who were playing on the Spanish steps, and learned a few things off them. And I had a good friend who I was living with in London who was quite a good player, so I learnt off him as well. And at that stage he was writing his own music and I wasn't. I was just playing.
What song were you playing?
Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Simon and Garfunkel, Cat Stevens, all that old folky music, and I was really into that. And then he was writing his own music, and we were playing one night at our place, and he would play an original and I would play a cover, and he'd play an original and I'd play a cover. And one of the girls that we lived with said, "Why don't you play one of your songs?" And I said, "Oh, I don't write songs." And she said, "Well, you should." So for me it was like, oh, yeah, okay.
And what was the first song you wrote then?
It was I think a song about an ex-girlfriend, you know, a bit of a cranky, you know, an angry song. But you know, I think it didn't come easy at first, songwriting. It took a long time to get the hang of it, how you structure a song, and that takes time to learn that. So you know, for me it took a bit of time.
And when did you well, do you have a song where you were saying, well, that was really the first song that I got the hang of it?
I think well, So Beautiful was one of the earliest songs I wrote, and I think that stage I'd really started to get the hang of songwriting, and there was a number of songs that just sort of came after that are all on the Feeler album, you know, and just they all came together around that certain period of time, and it just seemed to work. I was really inspired. I was really just sitting down and writing songs, and I was really into that whole the songwriting process.
How come? Was there something that triggered it?
Well, it's just something that I found inside myself. You know, I was very passionate about it, and it was I'd never had anything like this before. Even sport was not even comparable. It was something that this artistic side of me was coming out, and I'd never done that before. So it was really interesting, and it was exciting, and you know, that was. And I couldn't get injured like I was in football, you know. So
you could maybe.
Well, maybe, but not much of a chance.
No. And in retrospect, are you glad what happened to your knee?
Oh, well, I'm glad what happened after but you know, I think with
that's what I mean. Yeah.
That's fate, you know. That's fate, and that it took me in that direction, and I was trying to go down a particular path that I really wanted to go down, and injuries kept keeping me out of where I wanted to go and forced me into another field, and yeah, I'm pretty grateful that happened.
Yeah, okay.